Welcome. You're watching New Attitude, and I'm your host, Anastasia Rivers. I'm here with Miss Franklin. Miss Franklin, tell them your first name and first welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Xawntoia
I
Franklin.
would have never been able to pronounce that. Anyway, Xawntoia Franklin
Yes.
is here on behalf of the Task Force Recovery,
The long-term recovery group.
Long-Term Recovery Group, and I invited her because I saw a flyer about them having a event at the complex recently, and it mainly for youths, and anything with youth just sends just attract my attention. So I contacted them and showed my interest, and it was a great event, and I wanted to get more information from Miss Franklin to get to know more or less what's the concept and what's the reasoning behind having the event that you had.
Okay, so the long-term recovery group is comprised of businesses, faith-based organizations, and government agencies supported by FEMA. We're now a project of St. Croix Foundation, so we will have access to some funds, and they are our fiduciary agent. And the purpose of the long-term recovery group, which we just say LTRG, is to assist with recovery, rebuilding, and resiliency in the community. And so I am on the youth subcommittee of the long-term recovery group. And as such, we really wanted to have an event where we tried to find out what were the youth-serving organizations in our community, and to connect those youth-serving organizations with youth. And so that's how the Youth Opportunity Fair was born, the concept of it, that we had on May 5th at the educational complex.
And it was very good because I saw so many different organizations that was passing, setting up, and I from carpentry to computer, even the little kids and the Mokajumbi, different. I would say it wasn't like one type of event. It was like activities and skill, and it's exactly the line of what I'm doing with New Attitude Parent and Teen Workshop, and that's why I asked you all to come and to share that, because we all have to focus on the children. We always say the children are our future. We have to find things for them to do and see what works for them.
Absolutely. We had over 40 exhibitors, organizations come out on Saturday, and our focus was 12 to 22, because we find that we thought, are a lack of services and activities for that age range, but we didn't deny any exhibitors who might have been focusing on younger children as well. So the Mukajumbis were out there actually having practice, because they use their performances as a way to earn money, so that they can support the Guardians of Culture. And so for them to come out, for free on a Saturday to participate in an event, they really wanted to do it in a way that could honor what they were trying to do. So they're like, we'll make it a practice and we'll have some of the more experienced youth present. And that was absolutely great. I'm always thrilled when I see them.
One of my guests, his name is Shang. He was on my show before, and I admire him because he's also in the Mokajumbi, and he mentored kids, the younger ones, and his little sister, I saw her there. My goodness, I couldn't believe it. I saw her trying to do the Mokajumbi, and that's impressive. I think she's in the elementary school. She's brave.
Absolutely, and I know that that's even a path to college for some, because that I've understood that there are youth who have been able to get scholarships for cultural representation, and a lot of marching bands are looking to add a little pizzazz and have stilt walkers, as they're called. So it is an opportunity that goes past elementary all the way to college, possibly.
So this recovery task force, long-term recovery task force, this is just the youth part. Are there any other areas in there?
Absolutely. We have subcommittees for wellness, case management. We also have for housing, volunteers. What we're looking to do is tap into all of the needs that might arise in the community and bring to Marshall local resources for a faster response.
Self-sufficient.
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, we have all of these organizations who are providing services, but we're kind of providing them in silos where we're not aware of what the other organizations are doing. So it's an effort to be more collaborative and more effective.
And that's the whole thing, collaboration. It's not, it's me and me, or it's not about me or you, it's about the kids.
Absolutely.
It's about the community.
Yes.
And that's where we all have to work together instead of it being a me thing.
Yes, and we're really trying to do it the right way so that it's something that we can sustain, that we're putting in the systems and the procedures and the support that will be needed to continue. A lot of times when we're in such stressing and trying situations, everybody's really just trying to get through. And now that we have 5 minutes worth of breathing room because the new hurricane season fast approaches, we're trying to make sure that we've got those protocols in place so that we can make sure that we're able to respond and do it in a way that allows us to get funding in the future.
What position you hold in the organization?
In the Long-Term Recovery Group Youth Subcommittee, I am the secretary.
Okay.
So I handle all the papers and communications and apparently interviews.
And that's why you know everything. You got the nuts and bolts about everything because everything comes through you.
It comes across my desk, absolutely. Yes. I'm the paper shuffler person.
That's good.
Yeah.
So anything else you would like to share? Like how people could get in touch with you or other organizations that want to come on board? Absolutely.
The best way to get in touch with us at this time is at our email address at youth@stxltrg.org. We also have a LTRG Facebook page. Apparently, we're on Twitter. I don't tweet, but somebody tweets. I'm not sure. And there may even be an Instagram page. So, when in doubt.
So that email again?
youth@stxltrg.org. And we're very I am very responsive to all emails. And I think maybe next steps we're going to look towards having a meet and greet with our different agencies so that we can collaborate for youth serving organizations to kind of get on one page about the services that we're giving, because it's not a competition.
This is it. So I hope that I could get you all to come on board when I do as a presenter or a guest speaker to one of my events with the kids and the parents, because it's the parents and the children. What we're doing is trying to get the parents to bond more with the teens between 13 and 17. That's where I'm more focusing on. I know you all go all the way up to 22.
Right.
From 12 to 22.
Well, right? we're addressing all ages of youth, underserved youth. Just the focus of this past event was from ages 12 to 22. But we absolutely, all children need resiliency and need that support in trying times. And we have a fantastic team, youth committee, who are absolutely passionate about serving youth. They were out there on Saturday in the trenches running around. I don't think anyone sat more than 20 minutes at a time. We've got educators like Cheryl O'Reilly and Malik Carlos.
You had Labor Department there too.
We had Department of Labor was there. We had My Brother's Workshop was there, Youth Build. We had FEMA and we had, of course, other subcommittees from the LTRG came out. They had the wellness table. Island Therapy has been doing crisis counseling for youth, Music in Motion, My Sister's Keeper, the St. Croix Yacht Club,
National Guard,
the ROTC.
A lot of other people. And of course,
New Attitudes was right up front. Was one of the first things you saw when you came in, and we were able to, get kids information about a raffle that you have going on.
Yes, I'm raffling free prom dress. They have till the 31st to get the raffle. They don't have to buy anything. They just get the free raffle ticket, and they could call me 340-643-1583 to get a number, and then the drawing is the 31st. So it's just, and the dinner is for the young men because I can't afford to give a tuxedo.
Yes, those are pricey.
It's 3 dinner for 2 that we raffling for the young men. So
Yeah.
but they have to be a resident of the Virgin Island and be a junior or a senior.
Oh, I was in charge of taking tickets for food, and your tickets looked kind of like our tickets, and you should have seen those youth. No, I got to make sure that I give you the right one. Okay, you can have that one. I'm like, are you sure? They're like, yeah, that's the right one. I got the one I need. I'm like, good for you. And so
they saw me with the tickets there, and they were thinking it was a food ticket. I said, no, this is for the prom. I'm for the prom dress, so that's how we. They had the same color, but you know.
They made sure. They absolutely made sure. That was like, okay, as long as you know. No, I'm sure. I'm like, all right, right on.
And I got some people that registered that attended the event that so they emailed me and sent the information. So I appreciate coming out. It was worth the while. Must say it was a good turnout, but it could have been better with more involvement because we have so many presenters.
Yes.
You know, so many display and so many information that that the parents and the children could have gotten.
Well, you know, it was also, we were dealing with a lot of weird weather all week, you know, where the sky was really overcast and the clouds were low, 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 and it would rain here and there. And on that day, it started out very rainy. We were kind of like, oh, no, it's going to rain, but it didn't. So, you know, I think that may have had a factor, and I know that we'll be holding events in the future, and we'll probably vary locations as well, so that it can be, so we can make sure that we're serving everyone and making sure that we're accessible
because you
to
see,
everyone as well.
Maybe if you have it in an area where people driving by, oh, what's that, you know?
Yes.
And they'll just stop in, but it was still good.
Yeah.
It was what was attending.
Yeah. And the long-term recovery group meets every other week right now. So we're still looking for organizations or individuals who want to be involved, who want to contribute, who want to make a difference, and be a part of this initiative to build, to recover, rebuild, and help us with resiliency in the Virgin Islands, and especially in St. Croix, because there is an LTRG on St. Thomas, there's one on St. John, but this is St. Croix, LTRG. So the next meeting is actually going to be next week, Thursday, which I believe is the 17th of May. And it's at 3:30 at the St. Croix Christian Church in Orange Grove.
Okay.
And you can always go to our Facebook page, you know, the St. Croix Long-Term Recovery Group, and get further information about upcoming events and initiatives that we've done.
In case people don't know exactly where that is, give them direction.
So if you are at the Golden Rock Light by Pueblo, and you take the road like you're going to be going to the community theater.
Okay, like retirement building, the GRS.
Yeah, you're gonna take that, and you're gonna make the left by GRS, and you're gonna take that road right around, and it's gonna be on the right after the theater. It's actually in the same building with the St. Croix Fire Service.
Okay.
So, yeah, and we're right there in the right, and it's 3:30 to 5, and like I said, right now we're meeting every other week, so if you don't make it May 17th on the Thursday, then you look at your calendar.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Thursday.
We're there, and we are out of there exactly at 5.
Okay.
So we're not drawing it out, we're not trying to torture you. We get in, get the information, get our assignments, and go.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So, I wanted to thank you again, Ms. Franklin. Say the first name again?
Xawntoia.
Xawntoia, but it is nothing like how it looked.
It is. I mean, the X is intimidating, but it's phonetic. Trust me.
Okay. So I gotta make sure that we get it right to the bottom. So anybody could tell me if Xawntoia sounds the same like how it looks. But it's unusual and it's unique.
Thank you.
It's unique.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for taking your time to come here. And if anything, I don't want to offer unless I could do it.
Understood.
But when I could help, I would help. As a retired police officer, I could come in and talk with whoever, you know, and make my offer anyhow I could do it. But like I said, I just started my program and I just trying to get it off the ground. And however I could help, I could.
Well, we really appreciate the opportunity to come and talk about our initiatives and our committee, Ms. Rivers. And like I said, we've got a really passionate team. We have some really involved community planners, Angelique McCambry, Beverly Gilbert, and Anumat Kahina Davis. And we definitely will mob out when you need us.
Okay. And thank you again, and thank you for watching. Remember to tune in, to subscribe to New Attitude USVI TV show on YouTube.
Thank you.